Hello all and welcome back to High Ridge Farm with me, the Walrus. We're now in our final weekend of the spring season, which gives me exactly 3 days to try to catch the legend fish, and unfortunately, I'm not sure that's going to happen. But I'll live for now. If I don't manage to catch it, I'll have to wait until either the next year, or as soon as I can unlock the magic bait from Ginger Island. Hopefully, I'll catch it before the end of this. If not, that's where I'm looking. Now, I've got Robin upgrading my house at the moment, which is lovely. And I'm very much looking forward to a larger homestead with much more room for random guff. Of course, I need to harvest the last of all the crops that are currently littering the farm, as, of course, well, not all of them are going... Well, none of them actually, because I don't think there are any plants that can survive between the spring and the summer. However, we've got all these lovely blue jazzes that we can quickly grab, as I just decided to plant a few of those because they look pretty. We've got all these lovely strawberries, we've got a few more jazz. The biggest problem I have with flowers is that you can't harvest them very easily because each of them have a variety of different colour tones plus the different qualities, so you can end up with an absolute state of different quantities of the same flower, making it very difficult to harvest. I think what I am going to do is maybe have to put the another harvest bin, selling bin thing somewhere. Look at all that. Look at all of those different jazz flowers and all different varieties. Good grief. Well, they're nice and all, but still a little bit of a pain in the posterior. Now, as I've previously mentioned, I'm going to do the breakfast foods first on my Walrus Cooks nonsense, and conveniently, shopping has been done. I've got that already, so in the next video, so after this one is completed, so the first days of summer, then I will give it a go and see if I can do the full breakfast, which involves pancakes and the like. Partly because recently here in the UK it has been Pancake Day, and I've been experimenting with making lots of different pancakes, and I've got a little bit better at the American style or Scotch pancakes, and the more small round individual ones, like you would get in stacks of. Of course, we'll see whether I'm capable of doing that, as yeah, they're not the easiest compared to what I'm used to. But at the same time, it's just a different technique. So we're just going to quickly grab what we can from here. So let's look at all these jazzes that needed. Oops, Daisy did not mean to harvest that. Well, I've knocked that open. Right, so let's go quickly flog some more of these blue jazz. And of course, they are quite nice and pretty, but not the world's most valuable. And the flowers are a reasonable product in Stardew Valley. They're not one that's absurdly valuable, but they are reasonable enough. It would be nice if one could make a bouquet and sell the bouquet of flowers for more. But of course, I know that the bouquet has a more specific use in generating one's relationship. But that's how that goes. Hey ho. But all the same, flowers obviously are quite useful, will affect different honeys, which is very helpful. And flowers are all quite nice because they are generally considered a liked gift, other than a couple of villagers who really don't like them, which, fair enough. As I discovered that Clint is not a fond fan, as well as the poppy being a bit of a strange one because nobody likes poppies, which I think is a strange one for me, because yes, for me as an English person, I don't know whether it's the same across the rest of the world, but I'll always associate poppies with the 11th of November, or Remembrance, because it is, well, it was symbolic of the Somme and all kinds of general bad feels after that horrific event. and I really hope that we don't ever have to encounter anything that savage again. The loss of life is awful, but it's always been something that's been associated with that, because that's just how it always has been in my head. As a little, potentially sad little thing, poppies do have a special place in my heart, because when my grandfather passed away and we buried him, I was maybe 6, but I have a vivid memory of some of the Royal British Legion coming to his funeral, because he was a reverend in the army, and throwing poppies into his grave. So it's maybe not a flower that I associate with happy fun times, but it is a flower that has an extra meaning to me, at least. So maybe that's why I find it puzzling that others aren't as fond of the poppy. But oh well. Other things aside, I'm actually quite pleased, because in my garden presently, got a bunch of daffodils that are coming through, and they're looking rather nice. They're looking very healthy, which is good. So in real life, I am the flower grower. I'm looking forward to this year's seasonal different crops. I'm probably going to put in some lupins again this year, because I just like them, and they just remind me of Monty Python, so they're just a fun little silly. Okay, so we've got all the wood now done for Robin. So obviously we've managed to harvest a lot of wood in that there. Look at that, we've got a good stack of it. So that should be useful for building some of the other buildings that I want to build along the farm, such as improving the sheds themselves. I keep saying barn, but I mean the shed. The sheds themselves to improve their quality and space, which would be lovely. And of course, they'll be very handy in manufacturing of the kegs and preserves jars that I need to really make. Now, let's go into town. I do need to find Leah, as I need to give her the goat's cheese. And I feel vaguely in command of being able to say, I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce her name, because I did a thing at the end of the last video where I got to feel spectacularly dense, but at least I knew that I'd got it vaguely right in that regard. Okay, Krobus, I know you've got your vow of silence on today. Lovely stuff. Let's get some solar essence. Let's buy the void as well. Screw it. Okay. So that'll be useful. I really want that return scepter. As I said before, I've never purchased it. It's just one of those, never got the funds lying around for it. But I'll get that. That's what we need. Okay. Now, thankfully, one of the other things that I do need to do today is just a little bit of it's mainly gift giving, as there's not a huge amount that I can do, really. It's not like I can set up a bunch of flowers and other plants to be growing, because of course there's no... Oh yeah, because it resets on Sundays. Oh, you nana. Good old Walrus being a banana there. Yes, so you can see I've got quite a lot of people there that I've given gifts to. We've got a good relationship with a fair few people. Caroline is one I really need to start giving more gifts to, though, because I want tea leaves from her. I mean, talk of the devil, there she is. What can I quickly get? Foist in your hands. Yeah. Nope. I haven't got anything that's like coming instantly to mind. So I can only give her one more gift this week. So let's see if I can give her something, a loved gift rather than just a liked gift. I was considering the blue jazz. That was the stumped part of my brain that I had there. Okay. It's a little cutscene with Alex. So let's see how well this goes. So, not saying he's a particularly sporty boy, but let's see if you can do it. What are we doing here? You're stressing about books. Well, I mean, you're not wrong in some ways. And yeah, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Like, for example, I'm dyslexic. I do find it difficult, but I've tried to persevere through it. And it's the same. Like, maybe Alex finds it difficult to read. And I'm not saying that he falls into the stereotype of a jock there, but hey, he might work his way through stuff. Here you go, George. I know you like leeks. And I can also totally understand it because after, as I've said, having done the eggs and leeks and actually really enjoying them, makes sense. Okay. So, off we trot. Okay, back on the horse. Come on, Horsey McHorseface, we've got things to do. Okay. Ah, it's Pam. We're going to have the lovely cutscene of her swigging potato juice. Oh. Oh. And even if it was a bottle of vodka, drinking it like that, jeez Louise. Oh. Ick. Well, you got potato, Pam. And that's what you deserve. Potato. Well, right. Let's see. Ooh, a chewing stick. Well, we've already put that in the museum. The trouble is now is that there aren't that many things to add to the museum that I haven't already put in. So I'm likely to just keep finding the same miscellaneous guff over and over, which is a shame because I would like to complete the museum. I can't remember what you actually gain for doing so, but I think there is something. Now, I'm trying to remember what the events are during the summer, as because there are events every time of year. I'm just going to have to and R on that one. I need to have a think. That's some dandelions. And here's Leia's house. Oh, there you are. Have a cheese. Apparently that was indeed what you wanted. I do thoroughly enjoy the Abigail glitch where any gift that you give her that she likes or loves, she'll tell you that she was very hungry. And yeah, she does that with non-edible food items as well. So she's either a monster or she's insane. Or both. And I remember reading a bunch of silly, like, Stardew Valley fan theories about her actually being Rasmodius's daughter, and not Pierre's, and other such general sillies, because they have the same colour hair, and she's a bit odd. Which, fair enough, but, suitably weird. Funny, though. Okay, so we've got our good old mayonnaise machinery here. That'll be lovely. And we'll put that egg there. Lovely. So, we've got another iridium sprinkler, which is fantastic news, because that gives us the opportunity to reorganise the way that the crops that we have are going to be growing, which is kind of important, because I do want a more efficient setup. Now, I'm still debating how I'm going to lay things out. I really do need to find and see if someone's done a map plotter or a planner for farms here. I think if I do find one, that would be quite a nice little thing for me to do whilst I'm umming and ahhing, I think. I think I'll totally and utterly do that on a stream or as a video. And that is something I have had a couple of people mention to me, that I do actually need to look at doing some streaming. Now, of course, I haven't got a set schedule, per se, as to when would be a very good plan to do so. And, of course, being that I'm based in GMT, I might not actually find it as easy, because I'm aware that it is something that when I've done streams with other creators, it is better to be timing it to American times, so GMT -5. Is that Pacific? No, the Atlantic Standard Time. Whatever it is, the exact ones. But all the same, I probably should be looking at doing that. And considering I work nights at the moment with lots of my general silly bar work, that might be a tricksy one. So I might end up putting a poll up just to see what times people would tune into a stream. Of course, I do have a Twitch. I don't really use it very much at the moment because I've more so put most of my time and effort focusing it in on the YouTube side. But it is something that I probably should start looking into a bit more thoroughly, as I would very much like to have people able to tune in to my general silliness during streams and general nonsense during the week. Now, that doesn't look quite right. What have I done there? Because that doesn't... Oh, no, okay. I was trying to have it so that there was... I thought there was enough space to put rows of kegs and such, so that there was a lot, almost like a feeding line that one could go into. Maybe I was incorrect. Well, all the same, it'll just be an additional row. Whatever. Give me more stuff. That's all that matters. Right, I'm going to cut down this tree because it's just out of place and in the wrong location. I've just noticed I haven't got tappers on those two trees. How on earth have I managed to not put tappers on them? That was stupid. Well, that's something I need to fix very quickly then, isn't it? I think tappers require 2 copper, so I think I really need to start smelting some more of that. Let's have a look. And we'll put some wood away. Yeah, I've only got 2. Don't think I can make, well, maybe more than 1, but all the same, that's something that I'm going to need to do. Unless I've got any stashed away. I wonder. Yeah, well, it is 2. Well, I've got 440 loose copper, so let's grab 20 of that. Well, okay, I've only got 3 bits of coal. Oh, backsides. Fine. I'll just do 2 for now. That's the biggest issue I have with this. Like, if there were, like, coal nodes or something like that, there would be an easy, good thing to try and get coal out of. That would make life so much easier. Unfortunately, that doesn't appear to be the case. And I really wish it was easier, because I don't want to buy them from Clint, because they're really expensive for individual lumps of coal. It's very annoying. But yeah, it's... I remember seeing that it's the dust sprites give you quite a lot. And... I know I can use the charcoal kiln. I guess that's kind of it, isn't it? I've got to kind of use the charcoal kiln for most of this from now on. I don't really have much else choice in that, unfortunately. I mean, I know that fruit trees, if you whack them, if they've been hit by lightning, they do actually produce coal instead of fruit, which is an interesting sort of turn of events, really, for the poor tree, as it just generates a large quantity of coal a day, so that's 3 at most, if you've got a stack of them. I think it lasts only a couple of days at least. So maybe that's... I mean, I can't really encourage a lightning strike, and not on a fruit tree. It's not worth it. I need to figure that one out and see if there's anything else that I can do that can generate more coal. Otherwise, it is just going to be coppicing trees. And the thing is, I only get about 20 wood from a tree. Well, up to 20 wood, I think. So, is that worth it? I don't know, actually, because that means 1 tree will produce 2 coal. That's it. Really not much. Well, I'll have a look. I'm going to put these 2 tappers on the maple syrup trees now that I've realised that that's an important thing that needs doing. Now what? So I'll put the preserves jars in this shed, which is going to be my preserve shed. Currently abandoned. Well, there's not much in it at the moment, but let's just crack a couple of things into for preserve manufacture. Salmon berries. I know that they aren't the most valuable, but they were just literally something in my inventory. Oh, goodness gracious. I've got to figure this one out. See, now that is a nice amount of kegs. I need more. Definitely need more. Hence why I need more coal, but to get more coal, I need more coal. Hang on. More copper. I need more copper. I did real good English there, yes. Yes, to get more copper bars to make more kegs, I need more coal. There we go. Goodness gracious. Right, well, let's just fling a few things into here, get ready, and pretty much move on. No, I don't need that. I'll hold on to the trout soup for now. Vegetable medley can go away. Okay, so... is there anything else that I can deposit? Well, we've got the maple syrup there. That's fine. Put some strawberries in there. Hum, hum, hum. Lots of humming and hawing, I'm afraid, on this one, because I've got to figure this bit out. What? Unless there's a sneaky way of getting coal. Well, let's just quickly grab these out of the preserve jars. And let's see. I am going to need to reorganize the preserve jars for the shed of preserve jars. And is there anything else that would be a good option? I mean, the blueberries might be. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that would be an obvious and good solution for... Oh, yeah, I forgot I've got the truffles in here, haven't I? So that is something I do need to do a bit more, so is to build a couple of the truffle oil makers and maybe put them near the farm. Not the farm, sorry, the barn. Goodness gracious, my power of English is phenomenal today. Yeah, I need to do that because I do really need to remember to turn it into truffle oil because it's more valuable. But, right. I think we're just going to fling these jars into the vending box. I think that's going to be it for this evening at least. But we've still got Saturday and Sunday to go, so we've still got some time. Yeah, the starfruit seeds need to go back in the greenhouse. The amaranth. Do I need that? Do I need to grow it presently? I think that's the question. Does it need growing now? I don't believe there's any reason for me to do so. However, I'm looking forward to the summer with being able to have those red cabbages finally. And that will complete the entirety of the community centre. And I'm looking forward to having that complete because that'll mean it'll give me an opportunity to be ready and complete and such. And then it'll give me the options to start doing Ginger Island. And of course, it'll do the one thing that I've been really crusading for. It'll get rid of Joja Mart out of Pelican Town. Because no more Joja Mart. Anywho, we're going to remove Joja from Pelican Town, and that's what we need. No big corporations. Go on, get. Righty, so it's Saturday morning, and... Ooh. It looks like it's raining. So this might be the last chance to try to catch the damn legend fish. So I guess I know exactly what I'm doing today. Fishing. Ooh, coffee. I know I've said it before, I'm not a big coffee aficionado. But I wouldn't mind, like, a proper grinder in my kitchen. And, to be fair, like, it's just some fresh beans. Of course, you need to roast them and all sorts, so just having them plucked right off the bush, not going to make a great cup of coffee, methinks. But, you know, people have done weirder things. Anyway. Oh, earlier. Oh, you've got your art show tonight in the town square. Okay, between 3 and 5. Right, well, looks like we're going to get some art on. Lovely. Completely little challenge, blah, 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 Robin. Ah, stone chest. Wonderful. So that'll be good because that'll be something I can make a lot of. The juice, definitely I want to kind of... You're not wrong. Okay, the fishing channel. And Gus has given me a spaghetti bolognese. Lovely stuff. Ah, parsnips. All the parsnips. So, I was very fortunate that I had a few friends over recently. And we had a large traditional English Sunday roast, which was great because parsnips are a key component part of that. As I've discovered, I'm not very good at cooking them though. So let's see if I can be better. I know that there's the parsnip soup recipe, which of course never made soup before. I never actually made other than onion soup. So that'll be an interesting one when it comes to it. To see if I'm actually capable of being good enough to actually make a parsnip soup. So I'm a little bit dubious, but we'll see. Okay, so I have a selection of just mushrooms, lovely stuff. I think that's going to be one problem for me, is doing some of the recipes where I just really don't like the ingredients. So, as I've mentioned previously, I'm lactose intolerant, and, yeah. I mean, The pizza I can probably deal with. I'm just going to have to try and figure out a way of cooking some of the recipes without the cheese in, I think. It's probably going to be the safest of options. Unfortunately, I also absolutely hate mushrooms. Something about them. I feel it's a very adult thing to try food you dislike repeatedly over and over and over in some ways. Like, you know, every couple of years I'll go, okay, it's time to try them again, see if I like them. Try them in a different way, try them in a different sauce, who knows, something. And then every time when it comes to mushrooms, nope, almost sick each time, which is not good. Okay, right, so let's quickly get some sap and turn these fish into fertilizer methinks. So let's pop those away. Nope. Right, what next? Let's deposit these parsnips in here along with the morels. Ah, that's what I want to do, yeah, and it does make more sense to hold on to them for now. Just because I can use them for sashimi rather than fertilizer. Anyway. Right, so I'm gonna need to just double check and see if there's anything else that we need to harvest. So there's a few more fish just generally. Got some cucumber roe, that's fine. And we've got ourselves some snails, periwinkles, fine. Okay, now the animals aren't coming out today because it's chucking it down, which gives it an opportunity for some of the grass to regrow. I do really need to figure out a way if there's a sneaky way of getting grass to grow more efficiently and generally better. That would be nice if there was that sort of case. But it's one of those oddities, isn't it? And let's see. So let's plonk these away in here. Yeah, so it's because the trouble is it spreads over time, but I don't know how quickly. Like, I wonder if it's like a tree has a percentage chance of progressing to the next stage, or don't know. I'd be curious. No idea, though. Let's see. Yeah. I'd be curious, honestly, to know some of the mechanics of the game a bit better. Like, that's the thing is, I know vague bits about, like, I know how the trees grow and blah, blah, blah. But, hey, I don't know. Okay. Now, oh, phone call from a bear. I'm curious to see how on earth has the bear figured out how to do a phone call. Imagine if you were like an operator. Imagine if it was an old school style telephone. You need to go, oh, yeah, I want to speak to this person, please. And you answer the phone and there's just a bear just roaring and growling at you. That would be terrifying. But all the same, horrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, so we've got a leek. That'll be nice. Okay. It's going to see how much time that I can theoretically justify spending fishing today. Of course, I want to catch the blasted thing, but at the same time, of course, I need to disappear at 3 o'clock for the art show of Leah's, which would be lovely. And curious to see how well she does. I can't remember the cutscene. It's some of the cutscenes I vaguely remember, but others I couldn't tell you. Like, I know that I think you see her ex-boyfriend there, looking impatient and grumpy, but I can't remember anything more than that, I'm afraid. Okay. So, looks like another carp here. Super exciting stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice boat. Oh, it wasn't a carp, it was a chub. Oh, my. I was incorrect. Like that hasn't happened before. It's quite a frequent occurrence. I'm very painfully aware that I'm usually wrong. So, let's see what we catch. Okay. Come on, fishy. Get on the line. No. Batfish. Another chub. Fair enough. And let's keep throwing. Okay, so let's consume that trout soup and see if that'll actually make things ever so slightly better. Because, yeah, it's kind of what I need to do. I need to catch this damn fish. I really do. And it'd be nice to actually get. And that would make my life so much easier if I could actually catch the blasted thing. But, hey, I know it's hard and frustrating. Let's see. Nope, another carp. Well, I can sell them. That's about it, really. There's not much else I can say on that, right? Oh, here we go. Come on. Oh, my God, Legend. Why are you being such a difficult swine? I know it's one of the hardest, if not the hardest fish to catch. But, come on. You're being so much of a pain in the butt. It's very annoying. Because, unsurprising enough, I'd really like to catch this damn thing. It'd be, you know, nice. But oh well. It'd be good if I could catch this damn thing, because I just don't want to be dealing with catching stuff over and over and over. I'm painfully aware, as much as I enjoy the fishing minigame, it does get a little bit tedious at times. Especially when you've just got to sit there and just wait and catch and catch and wait. It'll be nice to get it done though. Largemouth bass, come on. Let's see what else we get. I mean, what other stuff we got? Lots of chubs, that's kind of a given, isn't it? What other things are we likely to catch? Oh, there's the Legend. Oh my God. It's times like this I really am glad that I'm not playing this on a handheld console, because I just put it down and walk away. It's a bit harder to walk away, especially, well, when you're filming something. But yeah, very, very frustrating. Much frustrate, much angry. Grumble, grumble. Okay. So let's see what we've got. More algae. Might be useful. I know I do need it for a couple of recipes, so I'll hold on to it for now. And see what else we can get. Let's see. Oh, another treasure chest. Maybe that would have some coal in it. That would be real nice. Please have some coal in the chest. That's what I need. Well, that's a little bit. That's 6. That's a good start. It's a bit of extra. That's nice. Now, what else have we got? Come on. Get on the line. Oh, another red chest. Good. Let's have a think. Let's have a think. Copper ore. Nothing super exciting there. Shame on that one. Come on. Please get on the line. It's one of those things that, like, as I've mentioned previously, I know I've never actually tried fishing. I just don't know if I could handle sitting around not doing much. I know that the stereotype that is, at least within my brain, is that if you're going fishing, you're literally going out to drink beer in a boat on a lake, and that's about it. I mean, that might be a very American perspective, but English fishing isn't really much. But I mean, I've got a selection of very nice rivers nearby where I live, and I've definitely seen people fishing in them. I mean, heck, you can even actually fish in certain parts of the Thames. Like, you know, in the centre of London. I remember watching a video of a gentleman who caught a fish and then ended up running into Sandy Toksvig, who had a chat with him. Which, for those of you who don't know who she is, she's the presenter of QI after Stephen Fry stepped down. And she's very funny. And also just an interesting woman. Danish, I think. Righty, so it's now 3 o'clock. It's time for the art show. Okay, let's see what weird and wonderful stuff. So we've got a similar statue to the How I Feel About Walrus. Oh, she's blushing. That's cute. How adorable. Shame it's chucking it down when you're trying to do a display. Ugh. Okay, yeah. So, I can see that, because it does seem like it's a beautiful area. And having grown up in the countryside, yeah, I can definitely say that it can be really inspirational. Especially like some of the local artists from when I was growing up. Intentionally unclear. I'll leave it. It's okay. It doesn't really seem to have much of a face. Post-dimensional null state. That's... Yes. That's a thing. I was wondering about that one because it looked really bizarre that it's bouncing up and down with weird things. And wood sculpture 3. Okay, fair enough. It's a thing. I've never seen that many pieces of mobile art like this, the Eggheads thing. I've visited the Tate and the Tate Modern a number of times, and seen a lot of the more peculiar art, but never the weird bouncing eggs. So I think that is Leah's ex-boyfriend, the grumpy old sod by Pierre's. Like, imagine how grouchy you've got to be to go to your ex-partner's art show to just stand there and be grumpy at them. There's sort of a level of calm down, man. But hey, that's people. Anyway, so back to fishing. So we've got some more algae. The trouble is, I've got no more trout soup. I've got no more buffs that I can actively get. But, come on. Let's see what we can do. So what we got? Is this going to be another bullhead, or is this going to be a large bass? It's a large bass. The trouble is, there's going to come to a point where I'm going to get sick and tired of casting the line out, not having any luck with catching the legend, that it's just going to make me frustrated with it, and it just makes me want to just walk away. It's a difficult thing, because I know I need to, well, really want to catch this blasted fish. It's kind of a given, I think. But it's just so frustrating when you fail at every opportunity. It's just very aggravating. Okay, let's see what we actually need to kill. So we've still got quite a lot of slimes to do. Quite a few bat skeletons. Right. Okay. Anything useful? Well, of course not. Weapon-wise, because I've got a galaxy sword. I've forgotten how you actually get access to the other galaxy weapons, like the dagger and the hammer. I think I take it to the place where I got the galaxy sword and I can swap it around, maybe. Can't remember. Well, just to give myself a break, I'm going to go and try and get some coal. One of the things I do know is that the soot sprites can drop coal. But at the same time, I believe there's an item that increases the drops that you can get from them. I can't remember if I've got it or if I need to work on getting it. But if you use it, I think it means that you get potentially twice the loot from the monsters you kill, which would be really handy, because then I could get, theoretically, twice as much coal from them. Of course, the question is finding that, and I believe it's normal rocks that generally give you coal. I don't think any of the other ones do, but I would very much love it if there was a coal deposit, like one gets in Minecraft, to be fair. Because it is really annoying not getting very much of it. Okay, so we've got on the way down. Lovely stuff. And we'll just carve our way through this grass here, get some more fibre. Lovely. Because I remember reading that somebody was shocked that I just threw it away. I know very well that it's one of those things that I do need, And unfortunately, because I'm usually not thinking about stuff, I'm just like, well, no, that's not as essential at this very moment in time, so I won't think about it. Okay, so I've got some more fibre. I will be using a fair bit of it for grass starters. That's going to really be its primary focus for me, primary need. Because, of course, why would I not want more grass? It'll be very handy. Unfortunately, the animals do seem to just demolish it, so I don't really get much of a chance to let it grow. But again, it can grow more spectacularly on the days where it rains, because of course it gives the animals less chance to eat it all. Oh, goody, got some coal there. Fantastic stuff. Didn't realise the slimes could drop it. Oh, I have no idea what this armoured guy actually is, but it's dead. Okay, so we go to the slime, because I've got a lot of that. I'm not too fussed about the iron. I know I've got a lot of the raw iron and such. It's just the damn coal. Come on. Okay, go away, you horrible creature. Okay, so there's the way down. Let's see. Oh, a purple mushroom. I needed just one more. Ha ha ha. Oh no, what do I throw? Oh, there we go, sap. Get rid of that. Don't need it. Right, I've got a purple mushroom. I'm going back to the farm because this is useful. I've been needing this third blasted purple mushroom because it allows me now to give the 3 purple mushrooms to the super cucumbers, which will then allow me to essentially have them go to the highest level of happiness and that, with the pond and such, and that's exactly what I need. Exactly what I need. Huzzah. That'd be so good, but we'll see. Let's see. So I've got all 3 of those. I'm just going to quickly fling some things into the sale box. There we go. Don't need these fish. Go away. The other things I'll just deposit elsewhere. I will make a stone chest, I think, at some point. Maybe not immediately, but it's something that I would like to make a couple of, because stone chests are kind of cool. And I'm going to need to reorganise some of the chests as it is at the moment, as some of them are not the most organised. It's probably the nicest way of putting it. And I need to reorganise how I store things and keep things. And maybe I'll even have some signs, so it's easier for myself and actually all of you guys out there to see what lives in the chests. I think that's not a terrible plan. There we go. 3 purple mushrooms. Hurrah. So there we go. We've got some very happy super cucumbers, which is very nice and very good. And they'll be, well, slowly producing potentially iridium ore, because that's one of their rare-ish drops, I think. But all the same, handy stuff. I didn't realise I had so much pine tar. It's the oak resin. That's the one I need the most. Okay. So Haley's single. She's still got a good relationship with her. Let's see. Oh, I don't have a very good relationship with the kids. At the same time, I can't remember what you actually... how useful it is to have a good relationship with the kids. As daft and as cruel as that sounds, I don't care. They're children. Which might sound awful, but I'm not one who really cares for children so much. In that way, I have none of my own. So I'm very much of a... I find them very confusing. I don't know how to interact with kids as easily. I mean, I will freely admit, I'm in my 30s, and I just can't... It's not that I find it impossible, but it's more like I just don't quite comprehend what it is they want until they hit about 12 or 13, and then, you know, they become little people. Little actual humans. Sounds awful, I know. But my cousin's kids think that I'm really good fun because they're in their early teenage years now, and they've come to realise that I'm not just the quiet guy who sits at the side at Christmas and such, because I've just never really known how to interact with them. I find it genuinely difficult. Maybe that's just something that I need to work on. But hey. So I need 50 of each, the solar and the other essence, as well as 5 iridium. That's a tough one to get, but as soon as I do, then I'll be able to make the iridium band. And I'm going to need a couple of them. Definitely. So quality bobbers, stone chests. Now, one of the things that I do like that's quite cool is that as soon as you get access to Ginger Island and you get your way through to the volcano, like the actual top of it, you do get an interesting option, an opportunity to meld rings together. So that's kind of helpful. Whether I'll see what I need it to do, what other rings I can meld together, different question. Who knows? But we'll see. Righty, so it's actually getting pretty late now. Almost time for bed, so that's cool. And that's exactly what we need. Need, essentially, to go to sleep and be ready for tomorrow. Now, of course, the question is, what am I going to do tomorrow? Who knows? But there's not a huge amount that I can do for the rest of today, and unfortunately I can just be grumpy and miserable that I didn't catch that damn fish. It was just antagonizing me, and unfortunately just really annoyed me. It sucks. Oh well, I'm gonna have to try later, or after essentially I do some of the Ginger Island stuff. It's not going to be too difficult. I know I'm going to need to get a bunch of iridium for that, as that's a major component part of dealing with the Ginger Island. But we'll see. Now, so we're going to head on to bed. It's now 12:20, and off we go. So we got ourselves about 10k. Again, the money isn't the massive thing at the moment. As soon as I finish decking out the shed full of... Ah, the house is done. Excellent. So, yeah, so what I mean is that as soon as I finish decking out the house... Sorry, the shed with all of the pots for kegs, then I'll be able to make a larger amount of money. Now, I'm going to have to reposition a lot of this stuff, aren't I? Oh, that's a faff. Because unfortunately... Oh, you have to replant those seeds. Not the end of the world. I do have spare seeds, so I'll live. I'll see what I can do about that. The next... Oh, that's frustrating. I've blocked the door. Well, door. Stairs. Okay, right. Well, you can go away. You can go away. Oh, no. I can't pick up the damn fridge. Ah! I'm going to have to empty it and then move it. Oh, no. I've got to think about where I want to put things. How dare you? Right, okay, we'll take everything out and I'll redistribute it to the fridges just to make sure I've actually haven't got any doubles up. So I do have a double up by the looks of things. That's because I'm an idiot. And we've got a couple of double ups. Fine. Oh, there's some kale as well. So that's... What I think I should do is have one fridge for animal product and then one fridge for vegetable product. And that way I can try and separate it and remember what's in what. So, for example, animal product will be things like the fish and other, the eggs and the mayonnaise and anything that's vaguely animal related. Where am I going to put this little tree? Blah, stick it up in this corner for now. Okay, so I've got my coffee plants. So, again, I'm just going to hack them up and replant those later. So we're going to have coffee, coffee, coffee. And let's... I think the best place for me to put things is going to be just whacking them in here and in the chest for now. Let's see what else I can put away. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. That's a shame. Right. in the same way, I don't really need all the different varieties of spring onions. I could probably get rid of some of those. That's one thing that I always buy far too many of as well. Like, genuinely, in real life, I do use spring onions quite a lot when I cook. I like their slightly sweeter flavour. And they're very good for certain, typically more Asian-inspired dishes. But I tend to buy bundles of them every time I'm in the supermarket. Usually forgetting that I've already got a huge amount of them already in the fridge. And it does make me feel like an idiot sometimes. I say sometimes, all of the time. Because it truthfully does make me go, yep, I am indeed a moron. It's not wrong, it's just I feel like a moron afterwards. One of the things I should really do is just take a photo of what's actually in the fridge before I go. It's one of the things where I do really think I need to focus better. Well, right, so let's just reorganise a little bit more in the house. So we've got some coffee beans, so I'm just going to plant these in here. Lovely. And just quickly water them so I can have coffee ready to go. Excellent. So I'm going to move those kegs. I'll probably keep one in the kitchen. Indeed. Well done, Leia. You sold all the statues. That's cool. Oh, cranberry sauce. Lovely. And a frozen pizza that Shane has stolen. Well done. If it wasn't JojaMart, I'd feel somewhat a little bit guilty for, being an accomplice to theft. However, it's JojaMart. And they're awful people. Well, I think it's more just Maurice is awful people. Something about him just gives me the ick. Okay, so ancient fruit, cactus fruit, sweet gem berry, and some strawberry seeds. So the strawberry seeds are going to be very handy because, of course, I've got the wonderful joys of having to remove the pots in the house. Same with the green beans. I'll need to do the same for that. Corn as well. So there's going to be a fair few different seeds being replanted, aren't there? Now, sweet gemberries are an odd one because I know they're valuable. But they are a bit of a faff because they take so long to grow. It's the, is it actually worth it versus planting, I think they take 28 days to grow? So that's like a whole season. Versus, I could just do 4 lots of starfruit, and I don't know if that actually works out better. So I'm going to put my beehives here, because this is going to be my little garden bit with the flowers. That'd be nice. And I think I get the fairy roses in summer. I've just got to remember to place them close enough to the beehives to actually be harvestable. But hopefully I will do so. Of course, what I'm going to do is just put a ring of basic flowers, like 8 around a basic, like a quality sprinkler, because then I don't have to worry about them, and then at the end of the season I can just harvest them and sell them, because otherwise I don't really need to worry too much about them, to be fair, because, well, you just don't. You're not going to need to, it's not like the flowers can constantly produce something. Oh, a new lizard. Yay, dinosaur. What should we call it? Ooh, what's a good name for a dinosaur? Not Barney. Definitely not Barney. But there we go. Dinosaur. Because, indeed, I am a very mature man. There we go. So we've got a bunch of eggs. Just whack them in here. And just quickly distribute these other eggs into the mayonnaise machines, and off we go. Right, so that's a nice selection there. We've got some honey, which is nice. I can use that to make mead, and that'll be good. Having made some lovely artisanal products, that's what we want. So, I don't need the tiger's eye. Sell that. Let's have a look and see what's in the shed as well, because I wonder if any of the wine is ready. The thing is, because it takes about a week to get the wine to be ready, it is one of those, oh, I've got to wait a little bit. But it's not that bad. it's just going to be if I want to start getting the aging casks. That's going to be the interesting one, because I do know it does make a big difference to the end value of it, because it goes from normal through to iridium. In the same way, cheeses can also be aged, as can beers and such in them. And I know with the cheeses, they're much faster than the wines, which I kind of think makes sense. But whether the value increase is there, I don't know. But because I do get a few gold quality cheeses from the large milks, that's how that works, is if you use a large milk, you get a gold quality cheese. That'll mean that I will end up with a generally better end result. We'll have to see how well that goes. Okay, so let's put some ancient fruit in there. Let's have some ancient fruit wine and some cactus wine. So let's just take everything out of here, I think. Move the chest. Excellent. And move it down a few so it's directly opposite the front door. That's kind of what I want it to be. Right, so this line here, and then we're going to put kegs on either side like this to give me a nice perimeter to work with. So we're going to start putting some of the star fruit in. No, not eating it. It's delicious, I'm sure it is. No, that's going to be something. I'm going to have to try a star fruit as well at some point, because that's something that I've never eaten before in my life. I know they exist. They are a real thing. Obviously not that exact shape, unless they're trying to show it as a cross-section. But it is a thing. Okay. So we will just grab these apricots and some cherries. Lovely. I never would have associated cherries with the spring. But then again, I've never had a cherry tree. The only fruiting trees that I've ever owned, well, I didn't own them, my parents did, were plums and apples, and they're very much autumnal. Let's see, what have you got for sale, my dear? A rare seed, okay. Something vaguely useful, I guess. Not much else, though. That's a shame. Oh well, back to the farm. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Let's go see if Leia's in her house. Ah, it's an Abigail. I haven't got anything that she particularly loves, so I won't bother her. Oh, drat, she's not in the house. Ugh. Okay, so I won't bother Abigail until I have access to all of the gubbins. As you know, I know it's Sunday and I've got the opportunity to redistribute gifts to people, but I'd rather give the loved gifts if possible. I think that would be the most beneficial. Hence why me holding onto the void mayonnaise for Krobus. Also, I need more of the void and solar essences anyway from him, so that's kind of an easy one. Really? Okay, so let's go, Horsey McHorseface. We have things to do, people to see, and gifts to give. Everyone else will, I mean, liked gifts are also quite good, so I've got some fruit which I can do. I wonder if any of the other tree fruits are anyone else's favourites. Because, of course, Gus likes oranges. But I wonder if anyone else is particularly fond of fruiting tree produce. Okay, so we've got our void mayonnaise for Krobus. There you go. Thank you very much. And I'm not like the other humans. You're not wrong, because I am controlled by a real person. I am the walrus. Off we go. So, back up and out we trot. Now, let's have a look and see. What other things can I... Well, tomorrow's going to be the first day of the summer, so that's going to be distributing the new crops, which is the red cabbage. And I don't think that has a particularly long growing cycle. It's only a few days, if memory serves. So I should, fingers crossed, be able to get it done and grown quickly. And then I can plonk it into the community centre. I'm probably going to use some of the speed grow just to increase its speed as well, just so it's done. Because I just want it completed. Silly as that might say, I just really want to get the community centre done. It's annoying that I haven't been able to complete the community centre because I had to wait until now to actually even have the opportunity to get that close. It's very frustrating. But that's just how the game works out. I unfortunately didn't encounter any seeds on the travelling cart. I did check, obviously, and when I remembered, an opportunity arose, which is a shame because I know that there is a chance for any seed. So you can get some ones that are useful and some others that are less so. And everything else was less so useful for me at this point. Okay, so I've only got 1 iridium bar. I'm going to need another 4. That's annoying. I'm going to have to go to the desert as well, I think. So Monday is probably going to be a reorganizing the farm, planting the new seeds. Followed by Tuesday is going to be a visit to the desert again. So I'll pick up some more of the starfruit seeds, and I think I'm going to have to see how much iridium I can actually obtain from there. Because I do need, well, I'd like to have 10 iridium bars, so I need 50 of the ore. Because that way I can then start making 2 of the iridium bands, which will give me the nice bonus to attack and other blah 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 blah. And that'll be very helpful, more than anything, I think. Okay, now nobody else is in the arcade area, that's fine. Okay, oh, there's a Shane. I would like to give you a pizza. The exact pizza you gave me. Have a free pizza, Shane. My goodness. Okay. So back in Pierre's. Where's Abigail? Oh, she's not in her room. How annoying. Admittedly, though, she does have the one thing that makes me go, you know what, I should marry Abigail, and that's the guinea pig. I wonder if she moves it into with you. Because why? You shouldn't leave your guinea pig at your parents. You've got. I know it's literally across the village. It's not far, but guinea pigs. Also, it needs a friend. Can't just have one. They need friends. Very important. Okay, so let's have a very quick look in here. So you can see I've still got that one irritating thing. Just there, the red cabbage. Well, as soon as that's grown, that'll make my life so much easier, because then I can get back to doing, well, the other miscellaneous nonsense I'm going to be getting up to, which, to be fair, will probably end up with me doing lots of dumb stuff. Now, of course, I want to make as much money as possible as well, so that's going to be a big thing, because one of the big options for making money for me is going to be the wine. It's going to be the primary money maker. I know that raising animals and selling them is an option. I just don't really know if it's financially that rewarding. Especially, I mean, it'd be useful if you say you have a barn full of pigs, because I think they're the most. Oh, of course, a purple blooming mushroom turns up now, because they're the most valuable of the animals, and you can, in theory, have them just have multiple piglets. But whether it's worth it on an effort and time scale, I don't know. And that's what irks me, is that I'm not sure. Well, it's something I'm going to have to sort of think about. So yeah, if anyone knows more about if it's actually viable and useful, actively using and selling animals, please do tell me, because I don't know. It'd be nice and useful. Okay, right, so that's going to be the one coffee making keg for now. And I think that'll be useful. And, let's see, we'll keep that purple mushroom. I think that's used in one of the more... I think it's in one of the potion-y type things, isn't it? I'm not sure if you actually use red mushrooms for anything other than potentially as a dye. Let's make a salad, cauliflower cheese. What else are we going to make? I can't remember if I've made those before, so let's make them. Red plate. Well, I can't make that. Blueberry tart. That's quite nice. Ah, the cranberry. Yes, let's make some cranberry sauce. Lovely. And, right, well, let's start flinging these in the old sales box. So we can get ready for the next day. And the beginning of the summer. So I don't think there's much more else than I can actually do today other than, you know, these last little fiddly faff bits. But, oh well. But I will certainly say it'll be interesting to see what we find. Lucky lunch. Oh, I didn't know. Well, that was good timing. I didn't nearly flubbed that royally, didn't I? Oh, there's the lucky lunch. Sea cucumber. Oh my. Okay. So, yes, I don't believe there's much more else for me to do other than sort of getting a general gist idea thing, having a quick look and see what things I haven't shipped. I haven't shipped out all the eggs. Oh, that'll be something I need to do then. I think that's unmilled rice, so I need to do that. I think I need to start making some beer by the looks of things. Okay. Yeah, I've still got a fair old crack of stuff to ship out. Maybe I'll just quickly sell one of the, like, a lump of gold or something, because I haven't done that before. That won't be too bad, will it? So let's throw a bunch of things in the sales box and just go from there. And that'll be good. I don't know if you can just throw geodes in. I don't know. Who knows? Well, I'm going to do it anyway. And we'll do that. We'll do that. I'll hold on to that pearl for the time being, because I think... I know they're actually weirdly quite rare. Oh, that's what those apricots are. Goodness gracious, I feel like a right moron. I hadn't realised that I'd kept those apricots in there for as long as I had. I've been looking for them. Ugh, such a moron. But anyway, if you have enjoyed watching my mad, zany cat behaviour today, please do like and subscribe. Do share with friends and family that you'd like to see, who might very well enjoy listening to my voice and just talking about all the daft, zany things that will be going on here at High Ridge Farm. But we're going to be heading into the summer in tomorrow's episode, and that'll be interesting. I say tomorrow, I still need to record the blasted thing, and actually do all the voiceover work, so maybe not tomorrow. Stone chest, lovely. But like I say, if you've enjoyed it, please do tell me. Any comments are always helpful, and it's just nice to know and to see what you guys would like me to do. Because, hey, it's lovely here at High Ridge Farm. But hopefully I'll catch you again on the next Walrus Plays.